Hey guys, Stephanie with AmericanMuscle.com here with the review of the GMS Twin 62mm Throttle Body, 2005 to 2010 GT Mustang. A throttle body by itself isn't really going to net you much in terms of horsepower, but an aftermarket throttle body upgrade like the GMS Twin 62mm here does complement other bolt-ons like cold air intakes, headers, intake manifolds, and cams. It's really going to work well with forced induction setups. If you don't really have much done to your car at this point, but you're looking to make more power, I'd suggest some other items like a custom tune, a cold air intake, or an exhaust, just to name a few things before moving on to the throttle body. In fact, you're going to need a cold air intake anyways in order to install this throttle body. But if you've done some work already, or you're looking to go forced induction, then this would be helpful for you. I'll go over the install in more detail later on, but I can tell you right now that I'm going to call this a 1 out of 3 wrenches in the difficulty meter and about 45 minutes of your time. The GMS throttle body has twin 62mm openings, which is pretty standard across the board for aftermarket throttle bodies for the 4.6 liter, but it is a big improvement over the factory throttle body. The larger diameter is going to allow more air into the engine, as long as you have the supporting mods to get the air to the engine and allow the engine to accept the greater amount of air. The throttle body should improve throttle response as well, and that's something that you should slightly notice after installing. This is made from a cast aluminum, not steel, so it's lightweight. It's also going to have this natural finish for underhood looks, and it comes complete with a new throttle position sensor, which makes it a bolt-on install. One other thing that I wanted to mention here is that this throttle body is compatible with the stock manifold, but it does require an aftermarket cold air intake for proper fit. The stock intake will not fit onto the throttle body, so you need a larger intake tube that the aftermarket cold air intakes offer. With that being said, I also have to mention here that a tune is required with this upgrade, especially if you plan on getting your money's worth from this throttle body. You need a tune to realize the full potential here, but if you really wanted to, you can just bolt this on without a tune. You just won't really see much power benefit. When it comes to price, you're looking at spending a little bit more for the GMS here because it does come with that new TPS. You're looking at spending just south of the $400 mark, which is a touch more expensive than other options, other than the Ford Performance 62mm. The BBK 62mm is about $30 less, but it doesn't come with a new sensor. As far as the install goes, this is going to take about 45 minutes to install. I'm going to call it a 1 out of 3 wrenches in the difficulty meter. The throttle body already comes with a new TPS sensor, so you won't need to transfer that over. And this is a direct bolt-on replacement. You need a few basic hand tools, and that's all. You'll have to remove the aftermarket intake tube from the factory throttle body, and note any hoses or connections that you remove here, since you'll have to reinstall those. Disconnect the TPS sensor and the throttle control sensor. After that, you can pull the factory throttle body. There are 4 bolts. You put your spacer onto the manifold, followed by the throttle body. You can bolt the throttle body down, plug back in your connections, install the intake tube along with all of the other connections that you want to install when you remove the intake tube. Wrapping things up here with the GMS Twin 62mm Throttle Body, this will fit the 2005 to 2010 GT Mustang. Check it out more online right here at AmericanMuscle.com.